I mean, being here for 3 years, it's like you almost don't feel the same way as like a Chase or like a Logan, but being here for 3 years, it's kind of crazy because a lot of people thought I couldn't be here, and then now it's like finally wrapping up, so it's kind of surreal,
Ready to make the next step in life, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you went through senior day twice.
Mm-hmm.
That's unusual. Last year when you went through it, did you have any clue that you'd be back? I mean, you knew you had that opportunity. What were your thoughts last year, and then how has it played out?
Well, last year during the whole senior year, I wasn't really thinking about if I was gonna come back or not, because I don't know if the COVID thing has been, I don't know when that got enacted, but I don't know. I wasn't really focused on making a decision on coming back or not, so I was treating my senior night like it was the actual senior night, like it was gonna be my last one. And then when I finally made the decision to come back, I was like, damn, I got another one. So it's my final true last game in a West Virginia uniform at home. So it's kind of crazy.
I guess with having 2 senior nights, you have some nice stuff to put in your TV room, man cave on.
Yeah.
Extra gear.
Yeah, get some jerseys, man. I still got my picture up. It's in Coach Harrison's office, though. I ain't take it home yet. It's a big picture, though. So I'm going to have 2 of those, hopefully. I need that. Yeah, get 2 of them.
What's this year been like? I mean, obviously there've been struggles. You've had, problems yourself, injuries and illness. So can you capsulize what this year's been like?
It's been a roller coaster, Obviously, this is not the year that we thought we was going to have. We're way better than the record that shows. But, injuries come with the game. So you kind of know, like, the nicks and stuff. Every athlete battles through some type of injury pretty much every day. But the COVID really slowed me down early on, and it took a little while for me to come back. And then once I fully came back, I was hitting my stride on a personal level. And then, it was difficult this year because I don't think I missed like this many games since I've been here. I think I missed probably like 2 games this year. And it was just, I want to be out there with my guys, so no, those missed games hurt me.
Taz, when you were coming out of high school, I mean, sort of from that Houston area, and you go to JUCO, and you didn't really have to go to JUCO for a lot of the reasons that other kids go to JUCO, but you go there to try to get better and get more exposure, and that works out for you, and you come here, and it seems like you've always had to kind of just keep fighting and clawing, you know what I mean, and now to get to, you're the second leading scorer in the Big 12, you played in an NCAA tournament. When you think back to those early days coming out of high school and to the finished product of now, does it ever, marvel, surprising at all? Does it seem surreal at all, how far you've come in that time?
I always felt like I had this in me. I always felt like I could be at this level, but it was more so, okay, I gotta get the exposure to get to this level, When my high school season ended, I was thinking about just stopping playing basketball, because it was like, okay, I have no options right now, trying out for multiple D3s, D2s and stuff, walk-ons and whatnot, and not having an opportunity wasn't there. And then I had found out this one opportunity that I had at College. Coach Shagona gave me an opportunity, and I seized the moment. And then, it's kind of crazy, kind of surreal, but I always knew I can be here, and I always knew I'd find my way to be here and just continue fighting when I got here.
Has it been like playing with a chip on your shoulder, so to speak?
In a way, but it's more so like just playing for my family, just trying to get into a better situation. And I feel like I definitely had like the upper hand in terms of, me in the sports world and me being an athlete. And, I was like, okay, maybe I'm the one that could finally do it for this family and, generations to go on. So it was more so just trying to do something good for my family.
What might have happened had you not got that one opportunity and, said, hey, I'm going to have to quit basketball?
I don't know. I guess we'll never know. I guess so. Yeah, it's a good thing. I guess we'll never know. I'm so glad Coach Shagona gave me the opportunity. When I took my visit I pretty much just committed on spot once he offered me the scholarship because it was like it's either this or nothing. So I just took it.
I know there's still moments left, and you still got games. You got this in the tournament. What sticks out from your time here, right now, as you're sitting here?
Man, it's just the teammates I've been able to be around. The diversity, the different types of people I've been able to meet since I've been here. It's the most important thing to me because I feel like relationships and friendships is way more important than basketball. To be able to have them type of conversations 20 years from now with your former teammates about what y'all did on the court, how much fun we had, just all my guys I've been here with since the Jermaine Haleys and Chases and Brandon Napper, DC Deuce, to the guys in this year. It's just we all have relationships and bonds that it's not gonna break.
What's next? I mean, I assume you'll still have opportunities to play basketball in the future. Is that something you want to pursue?
Yeah. So I just feel like I have to focus on what's going on this year first, and then worry about what I'm going to do when the season ends, and just continue working my game. Wherever my game takes me, it takes me.
Taz, you've been around the young guys on the team. When you look at their potential for down the road, how do you see this program, years after have already moved on?
Well, I think a lot of freshmen got a lot of reps in practice, which is important, even for someone like James that gets tremendous amount of reps in practice. They might not get the game experience, but being able to play against high-level Division I basketball players in practice every day, and we know we're going at them, they're going at us. It's almost like big brother, little brother. The little brother always wants to beat the big brother, so they're gonna try their best. And I see that in all the freshmen. Seth is really aggressive. You see him in games. He comes in and looks, to be aggressive immediately, set the tone of what he's gonna do. And I feel like that's really important. He already has that confidence factor. Almost confidence factor, almost like Deuce. There's people from Ohio just have that type of confidence. Jamel's gonna be a good player. Kobe's getting he's getting good minutes for a freshman this year. So I feel like all the young guys are just gonna be improving, and it's gonna be fast right before people's eyes.
I think they could learn a lot from knowing your story. Do you agree? I mean, you came in and you had to wait and kind of work your way into the rotation, and now you're the guy. I mean, that's in today's game of college basketball, it's not always done that way. A lot of guys get frustrated and move on and stuff. I mean, do you think they could learn from your story that you've had? Yeah, well,
I told them, I remember telling them at the beginning of the year that don't worry about your minutes right now because you have 7, 6, however many seniors in front of you that we just know a little more. Like, your talent level is there, but when it comes to this Power 5, Big 12 basketball, it's a little different right now. So if you don't get the minutes that you want right now, just wait. Because I came here as a junior, and I wasn't getting big minutes like that. And I was a junior. Like, you're a freshman right now. Just work your way. There's a lot of basketball to be played, and it comes from practice. Coach likes to see people who work hard in practice, and then he wants to try to play them in games.
Getting back to the beginning of this year, were you fully prepared for what you had to deal with? When you got knocked out of a game, you've had guys, defenses focus on you and take you out. Mm-hmm. Were you fully prepared for what you were going to face once you got into it?
Well, I knew teams was going to look at our team and be like, okay, who are the guys? So they look at the two secondary perimeter scorers from last year with me and Sean, and they're like, okay, like, those two people might be the guys, so let's focus on them a little bit. But yeah, I kind of prepared for it. I've been kind of prepared for it because junior college again is kind of like the same type of thing, to where I compared my last year to my freshman year in JUCO, to where I was like the leading scorer on my team, averaging like 14, 15, but people wasn't really super focused on me like how they are this year. So I compare my sophomore year in junior college to this year now, to where it's like, okay, I have a lot of attention on me, but I kind of prepared for it. I already kind of figured that team is going to have a big focal point on me.
How do you keep from getting frustrated?
Frustration is a part of the game too, though. So I feel like as a player, you're allowed to be frustrated, with yourself, but as the game goes on, you just kind of have to get out of it. Okay, let's lock in, regain. So frustration is definitely normal, but you just gotta find ways to just play out of it and try to use that to motivate you and just try to get you going.
Kind of channel it.
Yeah, kind of channel it and get it to challenge you.
Yeah.
Your mom and family coming up for senior day?
Yeah, my mom, my little brother are flying in today. So my older brother won't be here, but my mom, my little brother will.